What's up, YouTube? I'm the Gaming King 697 here, back with another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle today against Jade. Now, this team is very bulky with Chanty, Ferrothorn, Azumarill, and Carkilda, with basically his only two offensive Pokemon is Latias. And over here, I have Pikachu, Cofagrigus, Entei, Dragonite, Sylveon, and Venusaur. Now, let me explain them. Pikachu is life of obviously with Volt Tackle, Voltage, so I can get some initiative. Iron Tail for Diane since I really have sort of a weakness for that. Actually, I should run the Hawk off on that thing now, thinking about it. And Hidden Power is Cofagrigus has Shadow Ball, Knockoff, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split. Entei is a Life Orb user with extreme speed, a hard-hitting Sacred Fire, Stone Edge, and Iron Head. And Dragonite is standard weakness policy. Now, Sylveon is interesting. Sylveon has Night Screen, Reflect, Wish, and Hyper Voice. Wish is so that way I can get some momentum when it's faster. Now, Venusaur is going to be incredibly useful during this match, as you see. And let's start this. So, he needs out with Thunderous, so I'm like, okay. And I'm just gonna stay and he's probably not gonna do anything. He's probably gonna switch out. I'm just gonna go for a Fall Switch. Surge Wave. And High Strike, I think that was a mistake because he could have carried Dark Pulse and knocked up from Cofagrigus. Sadly, Pikachu is not gonna do anything, and then on he is Dive Form, which is good. So I go out into Dragon and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna skate with a Dragon Dance. Stupid me! He switches out to Ferrothorn. Luckily, I didn't use any other moves because that would have broken my multi-skill. So yeah. So now I switch out into Venusaur. So I'm like, okay, this guy's probably gonna Stealth Rock or Leech Seed or do something. So he decides to Leech Seed. So I'm like, oh, that's good. So now I'm gonna fire off a Hidden Power Fire and just murder this Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn really can't do anything against Venusaur, but he goes for Protect. I'm like, ah, damn it. And yeah, he already knows that Hidden Power, and I'm like thinking, this guy's probably gonna expect me to go for Hidden Power Fire, expecting me to go to Latias. So I decided to go for another Hidden Power because it's gonna stay in, and yeah, did not work out in favor. So I'm like, okay, this Latias is gonna make evolve. It's gonna wreck house. My only wall for answer for this thing is Sylveon, and now it's gonna Latias is gonna make it evolve. It's gonna make evolve and basically go for a Psyshock. It does under half, which is good for me because I can now share my screen. He goes into Ferrothorn, which is perfect. I don't really care if this thing paralyzes me or leech seeds me. I do have the wish, and I do share my live screen. So next turn, I'm literally gonna share my effect. And he withdraws, I think, expecting the Venusaur. Well, and he goes out into Latias. And he sets up the effect. So yeah, that is not good. So I'm like, okay, I can practice. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wish here. Get some momentum, and he goes out into his Chansey. I'm like, oh great, this thing. Which forces me to switch out into my Latias. No, I mean my Entei, my shiny Entei. And fire off a Sacred Fire. Alright, wow, he's able to get up Stealth Rock, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because I have some Pokemon for this. I have Wish on Sylveon and Leech Seed on Venusaur, so which isn't the worst thing in the world. So he decides to sack off Ferrothorn, which is huge. Huge, because now he doesn't really have anything for it. Most for it. So, anyways, that's not gonna be good. And he sits out his Latias. Okay, this guy's probably gonna Draco. He goes from Deep Fog, which isn't bad and isn't good because it gets rid of my screens. But at the same time, it gets rid of this Stealth Rock, which means I still have that multi-skill on my Entei. And I decided to go for Iron Head. Because I thought he was going to attack me. So, yeah. So now I have nothing to take this thing with. I'm going to preserve this NK for later. And now I see on my Capagia. And he goes to a Psyshock. And what do you know? Gets a crit. Yeah. Sucks. So anyways, he's gonna fire off a Draco and just knock me out. I could have survived both of them if it wasn't for the crit. I stayed in pain spit here on the Latios or whatever comes and get some HP back. But anyways, I decided to go for into Dragonite and this Dragon Dance because he A at -1 and B it doesn't want to use my multi skill. So I'm like, okay, Dragonite, do your thing. And I'm like, okay, this guy, I'm probably gonna bury them or play rough, we do the most known damage. An Earthquake does a lot to his thing. And sadly, he goes for knockoff, getting rid of my weakness party, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And anyways, I still decide to Earthquake here. And he sets out his Chansey for some reason. I'm like, okay. And I'm just gonna get rid of this stupid wall since I hate this thing so much. And decide to drag. Hopefully, Dragon Claw will take it out. It does a little bit more than Earthquake, and he goes for a Psychic Tough for some reason. I thought he would try and set up his Stealth Rocks again, but hey, I decided to E-Speed just in case something bad happens. And that Chansey is dead. So I'm looking pretty good at this point. And he sets out his Concord. I'm like, okay, this guy's probably gonna go for an Ice Punch. I'm gonna go for a Dragon Claw. I actually should have sent a Venusaur to preserve. And because Thundurus is gonna be a pain. Thundurus is. I basically got nothing for Thundurus at this point. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go for a Surge Bomb here. Yeah, and he's sent out his Azumarill for some reason. I have no idea why. He had no reason to do that. But anyways, that Azumarill is now dead, which means we are staying comfy at a 3-3 position here. And not comfy because of that Thundurus. But anyways, that just comes in. I have to stay in and go for a Surge Bomb. Because nothing else wants to take a move from this thing. And Surge Bomb ain't going to knock out the Latios. Which is good. And thus the Thundurus comes in. He's gonna knock back. So long and hard I thought about this. So I thought I had to go for Sacred Fire. If I should go for Sacred Fire or Extreme Speed, because if I go for Sacred Fire and Extreme Speed and he goes for Volt Switch, he could go out and kill it. And basically, you all know the best. And I did not know if I was gonna live a Thunderbolt, so this was close. This mattered a lot. And he goes for Thunderbolt. Will I live? And I do! And I'm able to fire off a Secret Fire and knock the Thunderous out. Which basically kills it. And now, all that's left is Conkeldurr, and I have Extreme Speed, which will knock it out. Now, Life Orb boosts Extreme Speed, you're not living that. Get out of here. And yeah, nothing outspeeds Exceed except for Bifangster and Gale Wings. But anyways, a very good 1-0 in my favor. Very good battle here. But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoy. I'm the Gaming King 697, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.